One thing that is really neat about Underwoods is that it has been in Fayetteville for generations. From the time that Fayetteville was less than, I don't even know, probably less than 20,000 people to where we are now.
It's incredible what my grandfather built with the small amount that he had.
It's a beautiful profession. And, you know, you're working with beautiful things every day, and you know that when that gift is given, it's going to satisfy no telling how many dozens of other people in that family passed down through the years.
Seeing her reaction when I presented that ring to her, I don't think there's any kind of amount of money I could put on that.
They've built something very special here, and one is just their name, Underwoods, and it doesn't surprise me at all that it's 3 generations now.
In 1957, Fayetteville, Arkansas was a relatively small college town surrounded by miles and miles of open fields. It was the year now poultry giant Tyson purchased its first processing plant. Sam Walton was running Walton's Five and Dime on the Square in Bentonville. And 25-year-old Bill Underwood bought a jewelry store on Dixon Street.
I was born and reared in Dust Bowl, Oklahoma, a little tiny town by the name of Mountain View, and way back during the Depression years when it was just people had to scratch for a living.
Growing up during the Depression, Bill Underwood knew the meaning of hard work. As a young man, he set out to pursue the American dream. But for Bill, it was not just about prosperity and success. He wanted to find a profession he loved and a profession where he could make a difference.
I think it started with my grandfather being extremely passionate, his attention to detail. He started out as a watchmaker, and you think of all the small little components that go into a watch, and every single one of those components has to be working perfectly for that watch to be operational.
The way that it's done so it's much more comfortable.
3 generations.
Good morning, guys.
Underwoods had humble beginnings. Just like many small business owners during that time, Bill started with little money, big dreams, and a bright vision for the future.
He had to borrow $1,000 from his parents to get the ball rolling. When he first started out, he sold fraternity jewelry, he sold teddy bears, he sold trophies, anything he could find to fill the cases.
I can't even imagine just the grit and the drive and the long hours and the early mornings and the time and dedication that he put into this.
Hello, I'm Bill Underwood, owner of Underwoods in Fayetteville. I'm Bill Underwood, and this is the goldsmith area. I'm Bill Underwood in the gem lab. When buying diamonds for Underwoods...
Bill had the mindset of an entrepreneur. The harder you work, the luckier you get.
Last year, hundreds of diamonds didn't make it from this...
Bill always took advantage of those lucky breaks.
When Underwoods is on the box, we're very picky about
It was, a lot of it was just luck, but fortunate to be in a position to take advantage of it and then try to back off and say, here's the fork in the road, which one should I take?
Early on, Bill chose the right path. Underwoods began as a very modest business, to say the least. But Bill paid attention to detail.
every single diamond we sell.
and made a commitment to provide the most brilliant diamonds, the purest colored gems, and the highest level of craftsmanship that is carried on to this day.
He's talked about there are the four cornerstones of the business when he started off, and one was honest representation for it. One was never compromising the quality. The third one was going directly to the source to buy, not going through a middleman, not paying those extra fees, but going straight to the source. And the fourth one was to have the credentials, the gemological credentials.
I believe you're entitled to face-to-face, straight answers from an
Bill
expert.
created the first accredited gem lab in Arkansas, and to this day, it is one of the most advanced in the nation, with 4 board-certified gemologists on staff.
Of the near colorless. Nice. And it's a 4 in clarity.
All 4 hold the most advanced title, Certified Gemologist Appraiser.
When buying diamonds for Underwoods, I make certain we get what we pay for because I want to make
Early
certain-
on, to ensure quality and the best cost for the customer, Bill insisted on buying directly from the source. No middleman, no wholesaler.
At Underwoods, we go straight to the source.
He traveled the world to find the highest quality metals and stones, and has spent years building relationships and expertise.
Bottom line is that we know how to pick those diamonds that have the most sparkle.
While it's been a great success story, growing up, Craig saw firsthand the struggles and hardships that go along with owning a family business. From an early age, though, jewelry fascinated Craig, and with his dad's encouragement, he too learned the craft of jewelry making.
A lot of the success attributes not only to him and his values, but how my dad, was able to take those values and have his vision, but still stick to the core fundamentals, which separates us.
Okay, this is Underwood's TV commercial number 244. Hello, I'm Craig Underwood. Did you know that fewer than
Over time, Underwoods became a household name in Northwest Arkansas, known for creating timeless, quality generational jewelry. The 1980s saw another turning point for the family business, yet another fork in the road. Bill's son Craig left for college at Baylor University. Insisting or even pressuring Craig to take over the family business was out of the question.
The only thing that I felt I could do is paint a true picture to Craig of what this business was really all about. The pros and the cons and the good things and the bad things and how you handle it. And it was going to have to be his decision when all was said and done. I think probably about the time he was a sophomore in college or maybe even a freshman, he decided this is not a bad deal. I mean, it's a pretty rewarding life, and financially it's satisfactory, and I think it's the best in the world.
Growing up, Craig knew about his dad's passion and dedication to the art of jewelry making. But as he matured, he started appreciating Underwood's special connection with each customer and the community at large.
I'm constantly humbled by the fact that customers come in and allow us to help them with these significant milestones in their life. And we don't take it lightly. We understand how important and how significant these are. And it's so emotionally rewarding to be able to help people with these types of occasions.
I just remember growing up and my dad always talking about how he bought my mom's ring there, and because as a little girl you always ask questions about how your parents got engaged and all of that, and we had always gone to Underwoods and that was the only place that I knew.
I've known Rachel ever since she was a little kid, coming in with her mom to look at jewelry and see, you know, different design ideas for different occasions that they had, and then from that I was able to meet Aaron.
When it came time for Aaron to propose, he immediately thought of Underwoods. And using a diamond that belonged to Rachel's grandmother, Aaron and Craig worked together to create the perfect ring for Rachel.
Craig took me through the quality of the cuts, the shapes, the different sizes. He kind of gave me a lot of information that I had no clue about that helped solidify my decision, and it really made me feel a lot more comfortable.
We have a unique rule in the store. It's called the microscope test. So with the microscope test, that requires every single piece we have in the store to be able to be shown underneath a microscope and be able to explain the piece through a microscope. The reason that's so important is you can see so much more detail through a microscope, and you can see how the prongs are properly set, how the gemstone is set into place, the material that's used, the quality of the material that's used. That microscope test really helps things out.
As chairman for the Gemological Sciences Committee, Craig Underwood created an international task force to develop a new way to grade diamonds. Using cutting-edge technology, he and his team developed a new way to measure how a diamond handles light. Because of these strong research and development ties, the Underwoods are able to work with diamond grading technology that is not available to other jewelers. In the Underwood Gem Lab, the team of gemologists will scrutinize each gemstone, rejecting stones at any point, certifying that each gemstone lives up to the Underwood standard.
I just noticed the quality of an Underwood diamond so much more than any other diamond too as well.
Because an Underwoods diamond is cut for maximum light and beauty, it will appear larger, more brilliant, and more beautiful than an ordinary diamond. With an Underwood diamond, its 58 facets are cut to precise proportions and polished to a flawless finish. Less than 1/10% of all the diamonds cut in the world are cut to this exceptional level of perfection. And you don't have to be an expert to understand why. It's all about light, how much light is taken in, how it's refracted around inside, and how much is reflected back to the eye of the beholder. The more light there is, the more beautiful the diamond looks. What you see is the combined beauty of math and physics at work.
The newest diamond you can buy, formed in nature at 130 miles deep in the earth, 60 million years ago. So you look at this diamond and the person says, "My, 60 million years ago and 130 miles deep in the earth? It's a treasure."
Without enduring the adversity and pressure of its environment, the diamond wouldn't become the treasure it was meant to be. A priceless jewel to mark a memorable event of a lifetime.
Seeing her reaction when I presented that ring to her, I don't think there's any kind of amount of money I could put on that for the most part. I know I teared up, I bawled my eyes out, and I don't hardly ever cry. So it was definitely a moment that I'll remember forever.
Although Rachel's special day wasn't complete without her beloved grandmother, having a memory embedded in her ring made all the difference.
You know, it was really hard the wedding day not having her there, but I feel like she was there because I had this, and I know that she's excited that I have it. And so it's been really, I wouldn't have picked anything else other than this.
Fine jewelry is generational. It really is. And we love it when people come in and they have their grandmother's pearls and they need to be restrung. I mean, we restring pearls, we reset stones into new designs. That is something that they've always envisioned but just couldn't put it into words. And now they have this, our jewelers create it and they bring it down and they're like, this is what I've always wanted, but I get the stone from my mom or my grandmother.
Underwoods takes pride in their custom creations. Customers won't find mass-produced jewelry behind the glass. Instead, each piece is handcrafted, designed by an award-winning team. The result of Underwood's dedication to craftsmanship and design excellence not only produces a piece of jewelry that is timeless, but has also brought Underwoods a national reputation for unique and innovative designs. Recognized industry-wide for their beautiful and innovative designs, the Underwood design team has won international competitions from New York to Tokyo.
Are the right size and what angle they're going to meet that center.
Well, I love what we did with that center square radiant.
Additionally, Underwood's custom jewelry has made numerous trips to Hollywood celebrity events.
We're at the Style Lab Jewelry Celebrity Styling event for the Primetime Emmy Awards.
Providing red carpet jewelry for the Oscar and Emmy Awards.
Because this table was jam-packed full of 30 million.
The quality is not just evident in the beauty of the finished pieces, but more importantly, in the handmade process that is thought by many to be a lost art. The outstanding workmanship and breathtaking designs are a result of painstaking attention to detail.
Diamonds a little bit on the gallery.
The in-house design team pays particular attention to personal stories and memories to create jewelry that's unique to each customer. A professional goldsmith then transforms raw precious metal to the finished product. Working from the design notes and sketches, a 3D rendering or computer-aided design is developed. That perfect design can then be transformed to the finished product. Now, it's time to add the sparkle. Each gem is melted into their tiny bays in the delicate process of setting. Attention to even the smallest detail is evident in the way the master jewelers set the stones. It will become a treasured family heirloom for generations to come.
Family jewelry really means a lot to me, and family legacy means a lot, and so I think it's really cool to be able to pass things down from generation to generation into a more modern time. This ring, it was, my grandmother had given her 4 boys all rings to give to their wives. And so this one was given from my Uncle Ellis to my Aunt Nancy.
The design team helped Elizabeth bring her aunt's ring into a more modern time by recreating the setting and repurposing the stones. It's now a piece that can be passed down from generation to generation. And just as jewelry is generational, so are the customers at Underwoods.
I know growing up, I would go with my mom occasionally if she was looking around or she needed to get any jewelry cleaned or anything like that. Or they know me when I walk in, they know my family, they know what we like, and it's just a neat experience to be able to walk in and feel comfortable there right away.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
Forget the stack, I'm just gonna
Relationships are a huge part of the business, and having that trust relationship, having the knowledge that the customers can feel comfortable with what we're doing and know that we have the knowledge behind it, that is so important.
because I think jewelry is a big investment, and it is something that you want to be comfortable with the purchase and feel like you're getting a lot of guidance and help in investing in a piece that will stick with your family. And I feel like at Underwoods, you're able to walk away with a really high quality piece of jewelry and a really great experience making sure you get the right thing.
Although they are known for their jewelry, the Underwoods legacy extends far beyond the store. The Underwoods have been an important component of the philanthropic giving in Northwest Arkansas for more than 65 years.
My mother-in-law and father-in-law, you know, they really were a model for both me and Craig, I would say, on really giving back to the community that's so good to us.
Leanne was involved in charities and everything. She was involved in that from the beginning, and then as we became more successful, then we plowed more money into it, into the charity, and she did most of that. And so we haven't spent a penny we've regretted.
Do you need any help?
Yeah.
Volunteer of the Year, Laura Underwood.
Laura has brought an entire new perspective to that. She's very active in the community. She's very active in rolling up her sleeves as far as getting truly involved with different organizations, of not just being on the sidelines and contributing money or helping in that way. She gets in and she rolls up her sleeves and gets involved and has done a wonderful job with that.
Hey Tanisha, it's Laura. Hey listen, will you pull up the website for Friends?
The Underwood name can be found throughout Northwest Arkansas, from the Walton College Honors Lounge to the U of A Alumni Library. More recently, they donated 65 acres to help build a community park on the west side of town.
It's really finding those organizations. There's so many great organizations, but finding those organizations that really speak to you and you feel like really can make a difference. Those are ones that we really want to focus on, that I like to focus on.
That's what makes this community great to live in, is the amount of giving that you see throughout. It's a philosophy and a lifestyle you see with a lot of different families, not just us, but a lot of families feel that way and have contributed to making Northwest Arkansas a great area to live.
It's been fun to see the Underwoods and the community here in Northwest Arkansas and how much they give back.
Ben has a company called Be Unlimited, and I've watched him take that from a small little t-shirt shop to the incredible organization that it is now.
Both Ben and Craig have a success story to tell, but both know all too well the struggles of owning a small family business in Northwest Arkansas.
It's been cool to grow a business here in this area with Underwoods because I understand the grind it takes and what it takes to try to perform excellent customer service and give a good quality product. And that's not easy. I mean, there's a lot of work that goes into that in the background and the people that you hire. And you can tell that they have good people here just because it's the same people here for years and years and years.
I mean, we're a team, but we're like a little family unit, all of us. And family businesses, especially multi-generational family businesses, they're rare, they're so special.
Take a look at that.
That just came down from the shop. Isn't that beautiful?
Beautiful, saturated green color. That's the way the best ones look.
They've built something very special here. And one is just their name, Underwoods. is a special name in our community, and it doesn't surprise me at all that it's 3 generations now.
We tell customers, when you get a compliment, we get a compliment too.
3 generations of Underwoods, from Bill to Craig and now Troy.
When Bill came in the store today, a couple of friends came in to pick up some things or look at some things, and here Craig, myself, Troy, and then Bill had just popped in. And they looked, I didn't think much of it, but they said, wow, I'm in here with all the Underwoods.
It's not a surprise to me that Troy would want to come up and take over the business as the next generation, seeing the excellent service and the quality of product that Underwoods has offered. And I'm sure he has a vision for that he can offer to the next generation.
We have a great working relationship, having him come in with the fresh ideas. And I know there's going to be bumps along the way as we move forward, just like there have been in the past. But I'm very optimistic and excited to see what the future brings. One you recently bought.
Yes.
Yeah. And it is gorgeous. So 1.51 matches there. And then let's see where it lines up.
I think at the end of the day, we all have a very similar mindset of wanting to grow the business and be the most successful as possible, but still sticking with the fundamentals of our cornerstones, the quality control, the quality of our service, the customer service that we offer, and just having the best selection of beautiful jewelry for those customers.
Restaurants and retail stores have come and gone over the years along Dixon Street, but Underwoods Jewelry has had an open sign for 65 years. And it's not by chance. It's from a solid foundation, hard work, consistent quality and beautifully designed jewelry, great customer service, and a family supporting one another for 3 generations.
I couldn't be happier with my decision to be here, and I'm going to be here for the long haul and try to take Underwoods and keep it in the right direction and sticking with those fundamentals that we've stayed with since 1957.